Welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn EVS. Come on students, let us begin our lesson. Now today we are going to learn EVS of Standard 4th and the topic name is Storage of Water. Okay, first we will go through one experiment and then we will proceed to the lesson. Yes students, we will try this. Yes, here it is a hillock made up of mud and stones. Okay, you can see a stones also and mud also on this hillock. Okay, now we will pour some water on this and we will do the experiment. Okay, we will pour some water on this and see this. Yes, water is flowing. In which direction water is flowing? Water is flowing in downward direction. Isn't it? Where there is a steeper slopes, it is moving faster, and if there is a gentler slope like this, it is moving slowly. And see, the obstruction is there, so it changed its direction. You can see there, right? Okay, we came to know that the water moves downwards and whenever it is obstructed by any material, then it changes its direction, and wherever it gets the pit, it stays there or it collects there. Okay, now we will stop pouring water. Now we will wait for some time. See, here the hillock is drying because some water seeped down in the earth and some water evaporated. It took approximately 1 hour for this process. Yes, dear students, we can see here the stones part is dried quickly compared to the soil part. Isn't it? Because it takes longer period to evaporate the water from the soil. Yes, students, by this we can conclude that some rainwater flows away over the ground, some seeps inside the ground, and some water evaporates from the ground. So, we must have to store water for our use throughout the year. Yes, dear students, all the water we get comes from the rain. The rainy season lasts for 3 or 4 months. Along with us, all living things use this water all year round. See, we need water, plants need water, all animals too need water for their daily life. If we do not store water, we will not have enough water for our needs. That is why we have to save water. Water must be used economically. In this lesson, we are going to see different ways of storing water. Now, first one we will go through traditional methods of water storage, then modern methods of water storage, then how to use water economically. Okay, we will go through one by one. Old water stores. In olden days, several methods of storing water were used in our state. Nowadays, these old water stores are rarely used. However, their remains can be seen in all places. Some of them are very beautiful. Water in some of these stores never gets depleted. First one is wells. See dear students, you can see the picture here. Wells. Some rainwater seeps into the ground. We saw that, correct? According to our experiment. Here, wells are dug to obtain this water. This is the first old water store. Now, second one is water tanks in forts. Okay, see the picture. These are the water tanks on the forts. People lived on the hill forts in the past. They also needed water. The forts had reservoirs and tanks dug into the stone. See, this is the first picture is of Shivaneri Fort and second is of Jaigarh Fort. How they stored the water. Third one is draw wells. Draw wells, the meaning only tells us that drawing water from the wells, that we call in Marathi aad. Here you can see in the picture. In the past, draw wells were dug to get drinking water. They were small wells from which water was drawn using a small pot that is called pohara tied to a rope. The draw wells had water all year round. When the tap water system was introduced, the draw wells went out of use and many were sealed. The next thing is rivers and bunds. See dear students, here you can see rivers, correct? And the bunds are constructed beside the rivers to stop the water. Here earthen or masonry bunds were built across rivers to store their water. Next thing is reservoirs. See, old reservoirs. Here reservoirs were built in areas of low rainfall or in areas without a major river. Most of the reservoirs were built using stone. Now old tanks. This is also called as haud in Marathi. Earlier, tanks were used to store water. Some large cities still have these old tanks. Some of them are still in use. You can see here a tank in Aurangabad city and a tank in Chandwad in Nasik district. Now also we can see them. Yes students, we will see about the modern methods. See recent systems. First one is dams. Yes, you can see here. This is a dam. Here backside river is there and we stop the water by building the dams. And the dams have so many doors. Whenever the water level increases, we open the doors of the dam to pass the excess water. Here, the most important of all recent water storages is the dam. Dams made it possible to store huge quantities of water. As a result, more land was brought under cultivation. Cities began to grow. It became possible to set up factories and generate electricity. Maharashtra has several large dams such as Jayakwadi, Koyana, Ujni and Eldhari. These are the Maharashtra's important and famous dams. Now the second one is bore wells. You are familiar with this, correct? Bore wells. You can see three pictures here. First one is bore well. We can see on the earth. And the second picture shows that how it is inside the earth. See, a tube will be there. Very small and narrow tube goes inside the earth up to the water level. And in the third, by using the pump, it is supplied to the cultivation or for the agriculture. Got this? Earlier, wells were dug to reach the water under the ground, but it was not possible to draw deep-seated groundwater, right? So, we use bore wells. And here we use electric pumps to get the water from the deep under the ground. Okay. Now this is one more. Pan poi means drinking water stands. You can see in the picture there are pots for drinking water. See, people out on the roads need water when they are thirsty. In some places, mostly near village places, this is big clay jars of drinking water are kept for the use of such people. This water is offered free of charge. We purchase Bisleri bottles and all that sealed bottles for money, right? But here this is free of charge and this is called as Pan poi. Got this, students? Do you know, children? Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, a brave and famous Maratha king, he had built so many hill forts in Maharashtra, isn't it? Yes. Before construction of these hill forts, he used to give some important instructions to the builders. Here you can see a hill fort, isn't it? You can see here the sea and here it is a hill fort. Here you can see a water tank, isn't it? This is not natural. This is man-made. We all know that water is our life. We need water to survive, isn't it? So, we will go through the instructions of Shivaji, okay, regarding this water. See what he used to give the instructions. A fort, hill fort, should be built after first finding out if there is a water in the place. If there is no water and if it becomes necessary to fortify the place, fortify means to make strong, okay? Then by breaking the rock, reservoirs and tanks should be built. Here you can see a fort, that is hill fort. Fort on the hill, okay? Here you can see the water body, right? Water tank, correct? What he used to say, first find out the water source. Before constructing, if you don't find first, make the arrangement to store the water. Then go for the constructions. Okay? This is Pratapgarh at Satara. He used to say, one should not wholly depend upon the supposition that there is a spring of water in the fort and that it would somehow or other supply enough water. Here we have to construct some reservoirs or tanks to collect the water. Right? See, this is the Vijayadurga fort of Ratnagiri. This is Raigad fort from Mahad. For storing water, 2 to 4 reservoirs should be constructed. Water from them should not be allowed to be spent. The water in the fort should be well protected. These were the instructions given by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj to his fellow men while constructing the hill forts. See, dear children, how he used to plan and how he used to make the storage of water, right? See, this is Sindhudurg fort at Ratnagiri. This is one of the view of Sindhudurg fort built by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Now dear children, we will go through what we have learned in this lesson. Mainly we have learned about the 3 methods of storage of water. First one, traditional methods of water storage. Second one, modern methods of water storage, isn't it? Like dams, reservoirs, etc. In traditional method, well, then tanks, correct? And third one is economical use of water, means how to save and how to use economically, not to waste water, because water is our life and we need water throughout our life, and all animals and all plants too need water for their survival, isn't it? So we have to use water carefully, right? Now dear children, we will move to the question answer part. Answer in short. First one, why should we store water? Yes, come on, tell me. Why should we store water? We get rain, right? Then also we have to store water. Why? Can you guess? Okay. We will write answer here. All the water we get comes from the rain. The rainy season lasts for 3 or 4 months, right? From June to September. Correct? If we do not store water, we will not have enough water for our needs. That is why we have to save water, isn't it? Rain will be there but only for 3 to 4 months. So we have 12 months in a year. Rest 8 months we need water, isn't it? To survive. So we must have to store water and we have to use water economically. Second question. What were the traditional ways of storing water in the houses? Please go through the question once again. What were the traditional ways, old ways of storing water in the house? Yes, you know that. Number 1, we will go through traditional ways of storing water in the house were, first one, wells. Correct? Number 2, draw wells, or in Marathi, aad. You can see in the picture. Third one, old tanks. They are called as haud. These are the different ways of storing water in the houses. Next question. What is a dam built on? Means where we see the dams. Yes, the answer is a dam is built on river. Yes, we stop the river by building the dams and we use water to make electricity. Correct? And we store the water too here. Next, fourth, what must we keep in mind while using water? We use water, we need water for every purpose. Daily we need water. But while using water, what we have to keep in our mind? Okay, we will go through. Water is a natural resource, right? All living things need water. We must keep this in mind when we use water. So we should not waste water because it is a natural resource and all living things means plants and animals, they all need water. So we must keep this in mind when we use water. What is water pollution? Pollution means contamination, isn't it? Contamination in the pure thing is nothing but pollution. Here water pollution means what? Contamination of water. Wastewater from houses, factories and industries gets mixed with sources like river, lakes, underground water means well water, okay, and pollutes them. Yes, the wastewater means the contaminated waste water that coming out from the houses, factories and big industries. It gets mixed with the river waters or lakes waters or underground water. Underground water means here the wells, the tanks, etc. And they pollute the pure water. That is nothing but water pollution. Right? The detailed study about this we will learn in next standard. What good habits must we cultivate in order to use water economically? We know that water is very necessary for our survival, so we must cultivate some good habits to save water, isn't it? So we will go through these. Number 1, turn off the tap when you clean your teeth. Yes, sometimes what we do, we open the tap and we let the water go and here we clean our teeth. No, not to do like that. You have to turn off the tap when you clean your teeth, and when you need water then you can turn on, right? Second, do not play with water. Yes, some children have habit of playing with water. That is wrong, children, isn't it? Yes, please, now onwards, do not play with water. Third, do not use shower to take bath. Use bucket and mug. Yes, by taking bucket and mug, we can limit our bath, right? But by using shower, we use more water to take bath, right? Next, if you find any wastage of water, try to stop it. Remember this because you are the next generation of our country, right? So please remember this. Don't let the water waste. Now students, please observe all these pictures silently. What do you think? All these pictures are showing something. They are telling something to us. Yes, what we are doing? We are wasting our water, precious water. Water is our life, we know that. Then also we are wasting water without any meaning. So please stop this. Stop wasting water. And if you observe anyone who is wasting water, please ask them to stop that. Okay? You are the future generation of our country. Please start this social work from now onwards. Okay? Always remember that water is life. Water is a natural resource. All living things need water. We must keep this in mind when we use water. Use water economically. Yes, students, let's save the water together. Okay? Thank you, students. Take care of yourself and stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get new updated videos.